Hello everyone, this is Amya Sachdeva. Welcome you to English Factory. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'm gonna teach you class 11 Hornbill Poem 1 Photograph by Shirley Tolson. This poem, a photograph, is a loving tribute to Shirley Tolson's mother. The poem reflects the passage of time and its three stages. The whole poem is about loss, separation and sorrow. Children, you will see how Shirley Tolson feels nostalgic, which means a state of being homesick. Before we understand the entire poem, let's read about the poet Shirley Tolson. Shirley Tolson was born in 1924 in Henley-on-Thames, England. She had a huge passion for writing and was greatly influenced by her father, who was a writer too. She secured a BA in literature from Brockenhurst College in London in the year 1953. Shortly, she took writing as a career, but meantime also served as editor for many magazines. Let us now see what is the central theme of the poem. The most prominent are loss, mourning and memories. The entire poem is centered around the speaker's recollections from her own life and her recollections of her mother's memories. She feels both sorrow and joy as she recalls her mother's words when the two looked at the photograph together. So here I begin the detailed explanation of the poem. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. In these lines, the poet is looking at an old photo album which is made up of cardboard. In the picture, there are three girls who are walking on the beach holding each other's hands. The girl in the middle is the tallest and the oldest. The other two girls on each side are younger than her. The girl in the middle is the poet's mother. She is around 12 years old when the picture was taken. Next, all three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. In the given stanza, the poet describes how the photograph was taken. Her mother's uncle took the photograph and told them to stop and pose. All three of them left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. The poet's attention is drawn towards his mother's face, which is described as a sweet face. The photograph was taken long before the poet was born. The poet calls their feet terrible transient, as they were so young by then and now they had grown older. On the other hand, the sea which touched their feet has changed less. The only thing that remained unchanged is the sea which was washing down their feet. The mention of the word transient reflects on the ever-changing lives of human beings, as well as how short our lives are on this universe in contrast to the eternal life of nature which remains. Next stanza, some 20-30 years later, she'd laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. Shirley here explains, after 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the photograph. She would tell me to look at her cousins, Betty and Dolly, and how their parents would dress all three of them up for the beach. They would have planned to take a photograph beforehand. Children, she here refers to Shirley's mother in the photograph. Moving on to next stanza. Was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. In this stanza, the poet explains, the sea holiday was her mother's past, and her mother's laughter has become a thing of the past for the poet. As her mother was now dead, the poet still remembered how her mother would laugh at the photograph, remembering the sea holiday with a fondness as well as a sense of loss, because that time would never come back. In the same way, the poet feels nostalgic, thinking about her mother and her laughter, which has become a thing of the past. Moving on to the last stanza. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. The poet here recalls that it has been nearly 12 years since her mother had died. The poet is consumed with grief but is left with no words to express her loss and pain. The poet is totally absorbed in memories of a dead mother. The painful silence of the situation leaves the poet speechless. The poet can feel the pain but is unable to express it through her words. The silence caused by death makes the atmosphere gloomy, where no one is able to utter words. The poem is a tribute to the poet's mother by visiting happy memories of her childhood through a photograph. Let's now understand the vocabulary used in the poem. Paddling means walking. Transient means short-term or temporary. Wry means ironic or mocking. Silences here means a complete absence of sound. Children, literary devices are used to adorn the beauty of the poem. So let's see what literary devices are used in this poem. Number 1, alliteration, which means the repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of 2 or more consecutive words. Example, stood still, terribly transient, silence, silences. Next figure of speech used is oxymoron, which means a term which contradicts itself. Example, labor days. Third is epithet, which means a phrase expressing a quality of a person or something. Example, terribly transient. It's time to read the most important questions asked in exams. Question number 1. What is the main message of the poem A Photograph? Answer. The poem A Photograph carries the message of mortality and transient nature of human beings. The whole poem is about loss, separation and sorrow. Unlike sea, we humans change quickly and die one day. In addition, the poem also carries the message of bearing the pain. Question number 2. What has the camera captured? Answer. The camera has captured the poet's mother and her 2 cousins Betty and Dolly on the beach. They went for paddling, where her mother's uncle captured the photo in between the moment. Her mother was around 12 years old and was in the middle. She was holding the hands of her cousins who were on the side of her. It was a mother's favorite past memories. Moving on to next question. Question number 3. What has not changed over the years? Does this suggest something to you? Answer. The lines and the sea, which appears to have changed less, depicts that the sea which touched her mother's feet is the one which has not changed over the years. Whereas her mother and her cousins grew older. The sea symbolizes eternity and immortality. Human being has a lifespan and has to die one day. Life is not permanent. The poet is sad about her mother's demise 12 years ago, and her laugh is her favorite past memory. Moving on to next question. Question number 4. What is the meaning of the line both arrive at the labored ease of loss? Answer. The above lines mean that the poet's mother felt pain whenever she saw the old photograph, because the innocent child days would never be back. Those are just the memories, while the poet has lost his mother 12 years ago, and she misses her a lot and recalls her, laughing and pointing out the outfits they used to wear at the beach holidays. Both of them lost something. Next question, question number 5, which is very important. The 3 stanzas depict 3 different phases. What are they? Answer. The first stanza depicts her mother's childhood days when she was 12 years old or so. It talks about a photograph of her with her 2 cousins on a beach holiday. Her uncle took the photograph. Her mother changed over the years as she grew older, while the sea which touched their feet in that beach holiday hadn't changed over the years. In the second stanza, the poet talks about her childhood days when her mother used to look at the photograph and recalls everything mentioned in the first stanza. In the last stanza, the poet shares that her mother is dead as many years ago as was her age in the photograph. She died 12 years ago. The poet is recalling her mother's old memories while looking at the photograph. She is in pain and misses her deceased mother. She has no words to describe her grief. Children, the meaning of deceased is dead. Here I come to the end of today's lesson with a very beautiful quote. Death leaves a heart attack, no one can heal. Love leaves a memory, no one can steal. Hope you had a great learning today. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel English Factory and press the bell icon for notification. Waiting for your valuable comment. Thank you and stay blessed.